both should be there, so that we must promote the law and the rule of law at the national and the international level. Why do we need it? For what? To get equal justice for all. So if a fugitive, or if a robber, or if a thief is running away from India, and if he goes to some other country, there also the international law should be so strong that we can pull back our fugitive, and we can see that there is an equal justice for all. There also he's punished, or maybe we can bring him back and see that the country cooperates with us, and we can bring our fugitive and we can see that he is punished. So that is equal justice for all. Okay, so now on the arms flow, so arms should be reduced, arms and ammunition. So arms must be reduced. Okay, so flow of arms, illicit finance, illegal. Let me talk about this illegal finance. Okay, so like terrorist attacks happen because of due to great illegal finance, lot of money and stolen assets, and all sorts of organized crime. So stop stolen assets and all sorts of crime. So that is why, and yes, you have to also reduce because of this, because why is crime happening? Obviously because somebody is doing something, or somebody is helping the system. And how is that happening? Because of bribery. So we have to reduce bribery also. So let me write down here, reduce bribery and corruption. So corruption is also very, very bad, so there must be global governance. In developing nations is mostly there. Okay, and there must be decision making at all levels, and there must be democratic and participatory. Okay, and it should be transparent. So yes, transparency. So transparent institutions at all levels. Okay, so this is what is going to have making at all levels, and this has to be done by, and then must also, yes, one vital point is there, birth registration. So this is very important, must be done by 2030. So this is like, and this is a mutual cooperation which should be done. It's a common goal, and it should be done particularly in developing countries, where to prevent the violence and to fight the terrorism and crime. So we have to promote and enforce the non-discriminatory laws and policies for sustainable development. So let me write down the last point here. Okay, so what did we understand with the goal number 17? Yes, promote and enforce. So we have to promote and enforce. See that the work has been done. It has to be very, very strongly done. Okay, so promote and enforce non-discriminatory. What is discrimination? So that nobody is small, nobody is big in the eyes of the law. So you should not discriminate. So non-discriminatory, okay, laws and policies obviously for sustainable development. Yes, for sustainable development. Okay, yes, now we can finish the last part of the goal. That is, yes, we are almost in goal number 17 now, the last goal. So because there are 17 goals for sustainable development. Yes, so we can just do that. Okay, so just let me drop this. Okay, so goal 17, partnership for the goals. Okay, So now partnership for the goals, first of all the target is on finance. Okay, so we have to focus on finance here. So finance is like, we have to strengthen domestic resources. Okay, so then, so international resources, like, generally most of the countries which are very poor countries, developed nations, they don't have resources. So how can we strengthen the domestic resources? By participation of developed nations, by participation of rich developed nations. So these developed countries have to, help the domestic resources to these developing countries, and there must be revenue collection also should be done. So tax should be done in the government should also allow the public to pay their taxes regularly, and so that there is a revenue collection where there is a, if the revenue is collected, then only they will be benefited, no, the entire country will be benefited as a whole. So that is why the encouragement of tax and other revenue collection should be done by the government. Okay, and developed countries also should assist with each other. Okay, like, all countries should participate, and they must provide all the partnership with the goals to different countries. So especially these developing nations should participate with the developed countries, so that their standard of living also increases. So that if there is a partnership, if there is a friendship, then only this happens. Okay, so there must be a mutual mobilization of additional financial resources, where the, suppose one country doesn't have financial resources, they should take and mobilize that or get the money from the developed nations. At the same time, the developed nations can take the labor or the cheap labor from the country. So there must be a mutual partnership depending on the goals. Okay, and so there must be no debt financing, so no debts. So you must give them debts relief. So relief from debt should be there. Okay, and yes, debt restructuring, so that you see that for the poor people, the bank should give very less interest, so that they can repay their debts, and so the debt financing also should be given, encouraged, but at the same time the interest rate should be very, very less. Okay, so what is it, you have to adopt and implement? So there must be investment. So yeah, I'll write it down, it is easy for you. There must be investment promotion for least developed countries. Okay, so now we are done with the goals. So we had 17 goals as of now, and as I said also when we were talking about 17 goals. Okay, so this was about finance. And what about technology? Now partnership also should happen through technology. So let us write about technology also on this goal number 17, because this is little big, we have to take one by one, because it's a partnership, so it should not only happen in finance. So now let's see the partnership on technology. So yes, the next one is there must be partnership on technology. Okay, so now that means there must be a triangular regional. So technology, like say you can make 3 or 4 countries together, and they can share their technology. Okay, so they come together and they participate. So that is also called, so it's called as innovation and enhancing their ideas together. There must be knowledge sharing. So I can write down here, knowledge sharing, innovation. Okay, then there must be global technology. Okay, so there must be global technology. Then promote, yes, promote transfer technologies. Okay, and this must be done through mutually agreed. So there must be mutual agreement also, and operational technology should be there, and this all should be done in science and technology. So that is why, so all the nations are promoting, and they are sharing each other through information and communications technology. So that is the second point. What is the next point? Let's see, let me just wrap this. Okay, so the third one is capacity building. Okay, so here we have to, what is the your capacity building? Let me write down. It's very easy. Enhance international support for effective building developing countries to support national plans and to implement all sustainable goals. So here if you're seeing that you have to enhance international support, so that that you can every nation has to see that big countries are giving their international support, so that these countries can be able to build their goals, their national plans, and implement all the stuff, because you need some help. You cannot do on your own. So you have to have some international support, so that the target is achieved by these countries, and they can also implement and support by their national plans, and they can implement all sustainable goals. And who does this? Generally the international organizations like UNDP, UNO. So they are the ones who help all, and then organizations like, if you are in a group like BRICS, say for example, I will discuss this. So India is under BRICS, or then we have is Euro. Okay, so we have Euro, and then SARC. Okay, so these are the groups where there is a mutual help, and international support is given here. Now let's talk about the fourth point. Okay, so let me just wrap this. Yes, the fourth one, trade. Okay, so trade also, so there must be promotion here also. We must promote trade. Okay, and here also there must be non discriminatory. Okay, and so there must be multilateral. So what is multilateral? Like all countries should trade with one country. So there's, suppose this is one country and it's trading. Okay, so say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So this is called as multilateral trading. So what is bilateral? Say if you talk about bilateral, so bilateral is, say, one country is trading with another country. Okay, and another country. So if India is trading with USA and with Russia. Okay, so this is called as bilateral. What is unilateral? So unilateral means if a country is trading with one country. So if a country is only trading with USA. Okay, so I'll give you an example. Suppose if we talk about North Korea. So North Korea is a unilateral. It's only trading with China, say for example. So this is the way now, but generally when we are talking about trade, it should be multilateral, and there must be mutual implementation, and it should be quota free. There should not be any kind of custom duties, and it should be quota free. There should not be any taxes. Okay, custom duty should be free. So, and there must be global exports. So everywhere there must be promotion of all activities and exports, and it should be duty free, so that there is an implementation, and World Trade Organization should take the decision of these countries. Okay, so and all the rules should be applicable to all countries, so that there is a multilateral trade going on. So that is the most important thing for trade, like how we have to promote by non-discriminating, or every country can trade with each other. Okay, coming to the next point. Okay, so let me drop this. Yes, coming to the next point, that is fifth. Systematic issues. Okay, so systematic issues means, we have to see that, each country's policy. So each country's policy, okay, should be focused on these 17 goals and reducing poverty. So this should be the goal, and it should be very very important also. Okay, and there must be multi stakeholders, all should do partnership with each other, and the knowledge and should be shared, expertise, technology advancement should happen, and there must be promoting of public and private and civil society should be created. Okay, so this is all called as systematic issues. Okay, and by 2030, what is the thing? We let me write it down, it's better. So by 2030, to develop measurements of progress on sustainable